Don't mind I give this thing a coat of aircraft stripper and see what's underneath. This stuff always dries out so fast, I thought I would do an experiment. Put some plastic wrap over it and see if that helps it stay activated longer. Hard to believe that this is the same surface that was in the first video. I expected to find a bunch of dings and damage, and so far I have not. The tops are always bashed up. It makes me wonder why they painted all that stuff on it. It's such a nice machine, so I'm going to keep stripping it section by section and see if there's a part of the machine that shows up as severely damaged. I'm going to get some before shots. So I was doing some research online, looking at different finishes that I could do, and so for unfinished wood, you could just wax it. So I gave that a shot and put on a ton of wax, and it finally darkened up. It's a real matte finish. So I wiped it down with some mineral spirits and denatured alcohol. I kind of regret putting all that wax on there because then I later found out that this would have had a shellac finish, and I've never used that stuff before. I ordered some in a can. It's coming, but in the meantime, my local Walmart had an aerosol version of it, so I was going to do an experiment and just spray the top of this and see if it goes down good or if it reacts with the wax that's been absorbed into the wood. So I don't know if I can salvage it at this point or not, so we'll see what happens. I know it's applied in very thin coats when you do it with a rag. I'm not sure about using it in the aerosol version. Most results 10-12 inches from object. Apply multiple coats with short, light strokes, allowing to become tacky between. Alright, so I already messed that step up. I shot it like I would shoot regular paint. If I see where it was orange peeling, I just give it more material. And I don't know once the stuff dries if it's sandable. Sand it, recoat it, sand it, then wax it. It's kind of wrinkly right now. Might just let it dry up completely and sand it down and hit it again tomorrow, because now I see all the wood grain is showing through. So this is what I originally shot, real thick. In the future I'll shoot it thinner, and I don't know if the wax in the wood affected it or not. It's kind of mimicking the grain of the wood. And then this was 800 grit. It sanded pretty quick, and this stuff dries real fast. It's just a matter of minutes, like 15 minutes it's fully dry. So I'm supposed to let this get tacky, and then I'll give it another coat. Hey, here's what I got so far. This is the shellac I've been putting on it. I'm going to attempt to wet sand it and polish it out. There's a little bit of atmospheric garbage on here, but I think I can get it out. Then here's where just the paint had been removed, but I haven't put any shellac on it yet. And this is what I started with. I haven't had much time to work on this, so hopefully things will settle down and I can get back to it. So this side's all stripped, but if I can make it look like this, then I'll have a pretty nice piece. I also need to pull all the mechanical parts out of it so I don't mess anything up. So that's the other thing I got to do. I'm going to take the lid off, take all the guts out of it, and set that stuff aside so I can go to town on the cabinet.